I said, is looking right into the eyes there. There's no real complaint from the Murdock corner. His trainer, Chris Carden, just going to the middle of the ring to collect his fighter. And I was wondering whether that was a bit hasty, but as I watched him walk to the corner, that was 100% the right thing to do.
That was exactly 100% spot on from the referee. He looked into the eyes of Murdock and he was not there. He was lazy. He wasn't steady on his legs. And that was an absolutely brilliant performance from Parker. I was just saying how
I am a boxing degenerate. This is Zack Parker stopping number 2 ranked Rohan Murdock, who's been off since 2018. Okay, basically, number 1 and number 2 ranked by the WBO. Zack Parker, now, this guy right here, is the mandatory for Billy Joe Saunders. Of course, it's heavily rumored, even though it's not fully official yet. It's being said that it's set here March the 7th, 2020, that Billy Joe Saunders is going to be taking on Saul Canelo Alvarez. On the zone in the UK, by the way. So, this is the mandatory. 11th round stoppage. He was slowing down. That's Murdock right there in the black. He's been off for quite some time. My bad. I don't know why it's lagging out on you. He looked like, to me, he was steady enough on his feet to possibly still compete, but obviously the referee thought differently. This is on undercard of Scott Quigg versus John O'Carroll. And as you can see, the 168-pound division is pretty top-heavy with David Benavidez, who's rumored to be taking on Roma Angulo. Remember, Caleb Plant just beat his mandatory Vincent Feigenboots. Colin Smith, we don't know what he's doing. It's being said that he's turned down so much money. You know, and now the fight's going to be, you know, Billy Joe Saunders and, of course, Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. We don't know if that's taking place at 168 or 160, or it's going to be at a catchweight. So we're going to do a jump cut, wait for the post-fight interview, and I wonder what's going to happen next with Mr. Zack Parker. The now new WBO 168-pound mandatory for Billy Joe Saunders. That goes to show you right there, man, you know. And the thing is, a lot of people had him losing to this guy, Darrell Williams. And I think I covered that card. What card was that? I think I covered the card and I didn't watch the fight, though. Ryan Burnett versus Donaire. That was the World Boxing Super Series. I covered this card. I knew I saw this fight. I knew I saw him fight before. Well, he's the mandatory. Let's listen in. Please subscribe. Like the video. I'm not doing this for my health.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a round of applause out here for both of these fighters, please. Referee Phil Edwards calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 58 seconds of round number 11. Your winner by RSC. He's still undefeated and the new WBO International Super Middleweight Champion, Zack Parker.
So let's listen to his post-fight interview. Looking at him right now, he's a Charlotte Promotions fighter. Looking at him right now, you know, 19-0 with 13 KOs. I don't see him being able to compete with the top guys in the 168-pound division. You know, obviously, you know, you can say, you know, I mean, I need to see more. I got Caleb Plant beating him. I got Colin Smith beating him. You know, David Benavidez beating him. Danny Jacobs, who's up there at 168 now, beating him. I wonder what's going to be the path for him. Let's see if they have Eddie Hearn with him ringside. Usually Eddie Hearn is with the fighters ringside. Actually, no, Eddie Hearn is not his promoter. So we might not get a ringside. Is he co-promoted by Eddie Hearn in Charlotte, or is he, or what's going on here? Let's listen in. He's about to talk. Let's see. A lot of questions. By the way, Rohan Murdock was supposed to fight Andre Ward on the undercard of Canelo versus Cotto. Crazy.
It's great. Congratulations, a big win
in the biggest fight of your career to date. Just talk us through how happy you are with that performance.
Yeah, it was a good performance. Felt a bit flat at first, but I come on later in the later part of the fight and got a good stoppage in the end.
You had a really good end at the end of the 10th round, just when a few distressed players went up from Rohan Murdock. Did you feel that going into the championship rounds that you could force the stoppage?
Yeah, I started boxing a bit more instead of trying to trade with him and use my jab a bit more. So, yeah, it all worked together in the end and got knocked out in the later stages.
We saw you looking at it on the big screen. We'll show it to you on this screen here now. You really look like you enjoyed it and closed the show in style.
Yeah, I love this. I love watching him back when I get him.
Talk us through it, because you seemed like to have a good finisher's instinct there.
Turn southpaw, I started catching a couple of shots on the ropes. Big left hook, I think it was at first. Right here. No, next bit, when I go in close. That's it. Right and left, then another left.
Okay, I agree. He was getting beat up.
At that point, his starting to slow down a bit, like slump down. Then when he tried to hold, I knew then. Bang.
They felt coming in their team that they could exploit you on the inside, bring things up close. Just talk us through your tactics and how you felt that you dealt with that.
Yeah, he was trying to lay traps to me. I thought he was going to come straight forward, but I think I was being the aggressor in the fight. But my boxing abilities did it in the end. Instead of trying to fight too much, I started counter-punching a bit more and waiting for him a bit.
Just one word on the future. That was number 1 against number 2. Eddie Hearn asked you about Billy Joe Saunders in the week. How far away do you feel that you are from that level? And I know a lot of it depends on what Billy Joe Saunders is going to do if he's going to fight Canelo next.
Yeah, I want a world title shot as soon as possible. Obviously, I should be number 1 now and mandatory for a world title now. If Billy Joe wants to fight, if he ain't got the Canelo fight, I'm ready.
Well done. Your hair looks great as well.
Yeah. I want to say thank you for everyone coming out, all the Derby supporters coming over, and everyone watching at home. Right, we got the W.
Well done.
We're going to see what happens. I don't see Billy Joe. It's unfortunate for Zack Parker's that I don't see Billy Joe Saunders fighting him, especially if Billy Joe Saunders beats Canelo. Billy Joe Saunders will likely be fighting Colin Smith after that, if Colin Smith is still around, or Canelo, whoever has that belt. That's what I see, especially if it's at 168. So I wouldn't be surprised if Zack Parker has to be, what's the WBO rarely does, an interim champion. And maybe he be ordered to fight like a Danny Jacobs or a Eric Bazanian or something like that, or a Zach Dunn. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.